What's up YouTube, Low Budget Media Productions here, and today I have my deck profile of Battlin Boxer's Post World Superstars. I went to locals yesterday with it. I went 2-3. I'll quickly go over my matchups. So round 1 I went up against a new player. He was playing Light Sworns. That was a quick 2-0. Round 2 I played against Yosenju's. I got 2-0'd because Yosenju's is a terrible matchup for the deck. Kama 1 just bounces everything away, and I don't really have any responses, and I didn't really have anything to side for it. Let's see, round 3 I went against Heretics. The guy was so let's see, first game he he OTK'd me. I didn't really have any responses. Game 2, I drew double Valor and a breakthrough skill. So I had responses to all of his cards. Then game 3, I opened up Kaiser Coliseum and Headgeared, so that kind of put a soft lock on him. And then I drew into Valors and breakthrough skills. So I had answers to his things. I won 1-2. And then, let's see, round 3, I got 2-0'd by Necros. I just blew me out. Didn't really have outs to much of his things. I didn't draw any of my outs to Jin, which he did first turn. And, so yeah, and then, last round, I went against my friend who was playing, Ritual Beasts. I didn't draw any of my side deck cards, and I bricked games 1 and 2. So that was a quick 2-0. So yeah, I'll get into the list. I'm not actually playing any copies of Shadow. I went to locals early and got all the cards that I needed. I needed 3 Shadow and 2 Kaiser, but I couldn't really think of what to take out to put in for Kaiser because this is already 45 card main deck. So to put in for Shadow, so I just didn't play Shadow. I've been thinking about it, and I kind of know what I want to take out already. So first off, we play 3 copies of Glassjaw. He's your main card of the deck. He's a 2000 beater, and when he's targeted for attack, he self-destructs, and then when he's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, including his own effect, he adds a Battlin Boxer from my graveyard to my hand, so that's really good for all your recycling and stuff. So he's one of your main guys. 3 switch hitters. He's your Wolfbark of the deck. He got insanely better once World Superstars came out and Kaiser became TCG legal, and then now he has another thing to go into besides lead yoke, and another thing to go into when yoke really isn't the thing that you want to go into. So 3 of him is always a must. 3 Spar. I think I'm gonna bump him up to 2, and then put in a Shadow, or maybe 2, I don't know. But he's really good. He special summons himself from the hand while you control another Battlin Boxer, but you can't conduct your battle phase for the rest of the turn. So, like, this is really good first turn. Like, if you go him, Headgeared, then dump Switch Hitter or Glassjaw, depending on what's in your hand, and then you special summon Spar, and then make a turn 1, like, I don't know, Ragnet 0 or whatever you need to make. That's a really good opening play, especially if you have Kaiser Coliseum on board, then you can just stall out your opponent. So 3 of him, really good. 3 Headgeared, he's your MVP of the deck, honestly. When he's summoned, you dump Battlin Boxer from your deck to your graveyard, then once per turn, when he's in phase of attack position, he can't be destroyed by battle. So you can just, like, sit on him for turns while you have, like, while you're drawing into your cards, and then you can just like normal summon something else next turn if he hasn't been killed by battle, and then you go into an Exceed. So really good card. Pretty much the MVP of the deck. Like, this is my favorite card. I'm playing 2 Veils to stop OTKs and just, you know, win, I guess, and make sure I don't die. And then 2 Masked Chameleons because it's really good for helping you get into Synchro plays and other rank 4 plays besides Battlin Boxer cards, because you don't want to always go into your lead yoke or Kaiser. So, like, if you want to, like, go into, like, Ragnar 0 or something, this is really good. So 2 of him is always a must. Like, this is really good for going on Exciton plays. Like, what you want to do a lot of the time, turn 1, is go Kaiser, Headgear, Dump, Glassjaw, exceed into, Special Summon Spar, exceed into King of the Fair Lamps, search this. Then next turn if they have, if you have an out to their board, you can summon this and then exit on their field, so you gain back advantage. So 2 of him is really good. And then 2 Veilers, because Veiler is a must at 2 in any deck this format, because you just really need the outs to like turn 1 stuff, and this deck really needs outs to Trishula. I've been testing a lot more against Necros, and even though it is quite easy to come back from a Trishula late game, if they Trish you early game, it's really devastating, so you need the outs to Trish. Then for the spells, for the monsters, that is 16 monsters, I believe. Let me double check. 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 monsters. So 18 monsters, that's the highest monster count I think I've ever had in the deck. 3 Rotas, pretty much. You need 3 Rotas. Rota's an amazing card. Not really much needed to explain. Double space, you really need it. You don't really need 3 now that Scale Drain and Vanities are at 1. And Cleave Forts aren't really a thing. So yeah, 2 is all you need in the deck. Next up for the spells, we have Double Kaiser Coliseum. Really good card, especially in the meta. Against Necros, Burning Abyss, and Satellar Knights, they can't really do anything, especially against Satellar Knights or Burning Abyss, because most of the time they need Exceed plays to go off. So against Burning Abyss, they can only summon 1 Burning Abyss monster, so they can't make an Exceed, so they can't make a Dante to get their plays going, or like a Virgil to like get rid of my stuff. And against Satellar Knights, they can't use their Altairs, they can't use their Vegas to summon monsters if I keep 1 monster on board, so this is really good. Then I'm also playing Double Dark Hole to trigger Lead Yoke and get rid of Jin. So really good, and clearing boards is good. Double Forbidden Lands to protect my stuff from I don't know, Dark Hole, Raigekis, I don't know. Just like Phoenix from Gloom Blast and Karma Cut, mainly for my Kaisers and my Lead Yokes to protect them from that kind of things in Burning Abyss. And Steeds, this is good against Steeds in the Ritual Beats matchup. Like if they like Steeds you when you have like a monster out, like say you're summoning a switch hitter and then they chain Steeds, they'll just you can just land switch hitter and then it'll be fine. So 2 of him is really good. 2 of this is really good. Then 1 Foolish to dump your Glassjaws, Soul Charge, Raigeki, and Book, pretty much the staples. Now for the traps. Double Mirror Force, because it's really good, pretty much staple. 2 Breakthrough Skill for the outs to Unicorn and to shut off Unicorn's windows, and the out to Trish. Like, this is basically what this card is for, and then at other times it's a good for thing, but the main thing is for shutting off windows and Unicorns and having the responses to Brios and Trishes. Like if they resolve Brio or Trish against you mid to late game, it's pretty much devastating. So like I said, you need the outs. Then I'm not playing Joel Counter, the new trap card, because I don't really think it's that good. Like, the only widely used thing that activates during the battle phase in this metagame right now is Mirror Force, and your Kaisers and your Lead Yokes laugh at Mirror Force. So like if I did want to play it, I would side it, but it's not really that great. It's not really side worthy. Now these traps are followed by a large series of 1-ups in Ring of Destruction, Mind Crush, because that's the only one I own, Warning, Trap Hole Nightmare, Emptiness, Bottomless, Torrential, and Compulse. That wraps up my main deck. It is a 45 card deck. I actually really like it at 45 cards. I don't really know if I don't really think there's anything that I can or should cut. I like my ratios how they are now, and I don't really think I should cut any traps, because like that's what you need. Like that's the amount of traps. Like I'm thinking about cutting 1 Spar and adding in 2 Shadow just to make it 46. I don't really think it'd be that big of an issue. So now I'll go on to my extra deck. I have double Lead Yoke. I cut this down to 2 mainly for space, but now with Kaiser out, you're not gonna go into Lead Yoke as much, so you're not gonna need 3. But if you do end up needing 3, you can always special summon it back with Kaiser or add it back with Glassjaw. So Lead Yoke's basically your boss monster. if you don't know what he does, it takes 2 level 4 Battlin Boxers, and then if a Battlin Boxer monster, any Battlin Boxer monster you control be destroyed, you can detach from him instead, and then when a material is detached from him, he gains 800. So he gets really big easy, and this deck is, I mean, it's good for getting over towers, so that's good. 2 of the new guy, Kaiser. This card is insane. It takes 2 level 4s, then once per turn you can attach a Battlin Boxer from your hand or graveyard to your hand to him as a material, and then he gains 100 for each. Then when he's destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, you get to target level 4 or lower Battlin Boxer monsters in your graveyard up to the number of materials it had under it, and then you special summon them. So it's basically a soul charge when this dies. So like if you summon it and then like they torrential, or they, I don't know, if they do something to it, or if they run it over, you basically get them back and you go plus. So like if you just, like when this dies, you go plus, like period. When this dies, you go plus. You get at least 2 monsters when this dies. And then oftentimes, most of the time you're going to get 3. And then the coolest thing is, if you have 4 underneath him and then he dies, you bring all 4 back, and then you can make this, which is the next card, with 4 materials, and then your opponent is locked out of the game. So basically, your opponent's locked out of the game. So this card, these 2 cards together are insane. Like this dies, and you bring back a bunch of your monsters, and then you make this. That's crazy insane. It's so good. Like this card is so good. I can't even begin to express how much I love this card. Like I didn't even know what it did when I first got it from my friend. Because he opened up like 5 boxes, so he had everything, so he just gave me some. Like, I didn't even know what this card did. All I knew that it was that it was a soul charge. So, but this card was even better than I thought. This card was so good all day. Like, whenever they killed it, I would just go plus, and then, you know, summon things. So, really good card. Then, obviously, him, the new heroic champion. It takes 2 or more level 4 warrior type monsters, and then during each of your opponent's end phase, you have to detach from him. And then he gains effects based on the number of materials it has. So 1 or more, it can't be destroyed by battle. 2 or more 2 or more, it gains 1500. 3 or more, it's unaffected by other card effects. 4 or more, your opponent can't normal or special summon. And then 5 once per turn, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Crazy good card. Especially in tandem with this, it's so easy to make with 4 materials. So this is really good. Then I'm playing the King of the Feral Imps to search out your Mass Chameleons. Excalibur for the easy out to towers. Then Cowboy, Ragnar Zero, Dweller, Exciton, Castel 101, and then for my synchros, I'm playing 1 Scrap Dragon and 1 Thought Ruler. Scrap Dragon is just for like popping things, and then Thought Ruler was really good for just gaining back LPs. Like in my game against Lightsworn, I gained back so much life points. Like by the end of the 3rd duel, I was over 12,000 life points, so that was really good. So let's see. Then I have my cool tokens. Now for my side deck. I actually really like my side deck. There are some things that I was planning on that I want to change, but overall I really liked it. The main thing that I want to do is add some things in for your Senjus, but that's basically it. So Triple Lancia for the Ritual Beast and Necros matchup, and Infernoids if anybody plays Infernoids at my locals. But really blowout in the Ritual Beast matchup. Like if I draw this and then I activate it, they can't really like do anything that turn. So then next turn I try to like if I had 2 like if I open up 2 of these and then good cards in my hand, it's basically I basically win, because I can like win in 2 turns if they're not able to do anything. So like if they attempt to do something, and then like I'll just chain Lancia and they can't really do anything that turn, so they'll just have to pass. So the next turn I can make a push, get them down like really a lot, and then next turn they try to make a push, I'll just activate another one, so they can't really do anything, then they're forced to pass. So then I can make more pushes and then win in like 3 turns. So this is really good. And then it's good against Necros because you can like stop their mirrors. Third space. Double Rivalry of Warlords. This card is really good because you can just like go into warriors all the time, and it's good against Necros, and it's also good against Burning Abyss, because with Burning Abyss, like if you have a monster type, you cannot attempt to summon a monster with another type. So like their Burning Abysses, they're all fiends, so they can't make their Dantes, which are a warrior. And then if I'm going against Necros, they can only summon warrior spellcaster. So like say they summon Unicorns, Unicorn, they can only summon their Valk. I think that's the only other spellcaster one they play. And then if they summon, well, I mean, if they summon like Colossus, they can summon their Brios and Trishes. But nonetheless, this is a really good card because I can just make warriors all the time. Double Mistake for anything that searches a lot. Cleaves, Necros mainly. I might side against like, I don't know, Heroes or like Exodia. I don't know. But yeah, 2 mistakes. Then I'm playing Double Light Imprisoning Mirror mainly for Star Seraphs, because Star Seraphs are insane and I just want to like not go against them. And it's also good against like Light Swarms or like Bujins, or if anybody else is playing like light decks. And then I'm also playing 2 Shadow Mirror for Shaddols and Burning Abyss and like Black Wings and stuff. Gravekeepers, yeah, Gravekeepers. Then I am playing Double Magic Cylinder. This card is like, it's so sacky and nobody expects it. Like I set this and then I just flip it and win. Like this card like won me 4 games. Like at least 4 games. Like since I've been siding this card has won me so many games. Like they just attack, and then like when they have lower LP, they're trying to make a push, I'll just cylinder them, and then they lose. So it's really, really good. And then I'm playing Double Trap Hole. This card is really, really underrated. But it's really, really good against Rogue, and it's good against Yosenjus. Like, so say they summon like if you're a good player, you'll like, especially in this deck, you want to wait to use the Trap Hole until they summon the comma 1, so they can't bounce your stuff. So like most of the time they're not gonna go comma 1 first because they want to use their comma 1. So they're like, so you keep this set, they summon their comma 2 or their comma 3. Okay, you just and then you let that resolve, and then you summon the other one, and then you just wait for the comma 1, and then you just do that so they can't bounce your stuff. So this is really, really good. So that it brings me to the end of my deck profile for my Battlin Boxer's Post-World Superstars. Please make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, like, tell your friends, like, or your family, if your family's into Yu-Gi-Oh! And thank you guys so much for watching.